What is going on, guys? We are back with another episode in our Nighthawks Relocation Fantasy Draft franchise, and it's about to be Week 5. We came off with a nice victory over the Niners, who had a decent-looking offense, except for Carson Wentz, and a little bit of an iffy defense, but had some playmakers themselves. Of course, you look at Week 3, that was a disaster. Really nice bounce back. Mond looked better than ever. Best game of the season, probably of his career on top of that. And obviously, we're about to face off against the Washington Football Team, or the Washington Commanders, if you will. And they may still be undefeated when we play them, and they are. No breakouts either, which really sucks. I thought maybe there was a chance at even like the perfect chemistry breakout where our tight end maybe could have went from normal all the way to X Factor if everything went perfectly well. Of course, Players of the Week, we didn't get one. I thought maybe there was a chance. Of course, Rondale Moore absolutely went off, so you can see why we didn't get one, but really, I'm a little, I'm not surprised, but I'm definitely disappointed. I'll say that. Obviously, Rondale Moore kind of deserved it. He killed it, but let's take a look at the team real quick. Obviously, if you don't know the whole kind of backstory to this franchise, you might want to take a look at Episode 1, but this is what the roster looks like, and it's not super great. Now, there has been talks, potential trade rumors of Chase Claypool, maybe for some sort of lineman, maybe a draft pick, maybe, I don't know. But there's been rumors. We're obviously fielding offers for any player. If somebody wants a player, we'll field offers, but it doesn't mean we're going to get rid of them. So maybe a little worrisome on the morale, which is already a little bit taken of a hit. But, of course, looking at the defensive side of things, definitely the stronger suit of the two, but also not really playing super well lately. Obviously, they've had a really good start to the year, but as the weeks go on, they have played slightly worse each week. The offense hasn't helped at times, but yeah, definitely a squad that is still trying to improve, and maybe last week showed signs of it. Before we do anything with upgrades, the weekly strategy and all that, we kind of have to know what their team is like. Obviously, it's a fantasy draft, so we don't know who is on their team. Simply put, Patrick Mahomes in the division. Love it. Kareem Hunt in the division. Sweet. Wide receiver, Calvin Ridley. I didn't even think about that name. Rondale Moore, the guy that just went off for almost an NFL record. Diami Brown, Mike Gesicki, Mekhi Becton, Landon Dickerson, Rodney Hudson. Cesar Ruiz isn't terrible. The right tackle is, I will admit. D Ford, not bad in sim. Jerry Hughes, kind of on the end of his career, but okay. Quentin Williams, 89 overall. Terrell Lewis, definitely not a great player. Patrick Queen, a lot of speed. Spillane, not too bad himself for speed. Charles Harris, not great. Stephon Gilmore. Taylor Rapp, who's slow, and then Jonathan Abram, who is raw, but fast and strong. So I can see why they are undefeated. They are a solid-looking team. With that being said, wait, is Kareem Hunt hurt? Because I'm not seeing Kareem Hunt here. He might actually be injured. I don't think I've seen him injured on that list, but I really want to blitz, but like you can't do anything with that, right? Mahomes and that passing attack is just filthy. I guess when you consider the difficulty, medium and deep is probably the best for them. So I'm thinking we're going to defend medium, and then we're going to probably attack middle on the ground, even though it just doesn't work. They also have Williams, who is probably one of the best we've faced, if not the best DT we faced, outside of maybe Vita Vea. Yeah, this is a tough task. But hey, back at 500. We'll take it. Maybe not for long, but we'll take it. And of course, not many upgrades. Matt Ariza, I want the accuracy up there, which is also reverse psychology. I actually want the kick power. Damn it, we get nothing. I got greedy. Ty Chandler, a guy that I once again thought maybe had a chance to be the starter. Not really so far, but if Hawkins doesn't improve, even though it's not really his fault, once again, it's kind of like the Kellen Mond situation. There's no point not to try someone new, I guess. And then Tutu Atwell has actually been really good for us lately. Needs some release. He is just terrible. He needs to get to a massage, parlor. Maybe in the back alley, if you know what I mean. And not bad route running. He just can't run off the line. He's just so bad with his release. Ooh, Thursday night primetime, my favorites. In Washington, wearing some I believe throwbacks, right? I don't think these are new. I can't remember. They change so damn often. It's funny we say that because we just changed as we're the Nighthawks now. But of course, looking at Patrick Mahomes, potentially the best quarterback in the league here, as those numbers look pretty insane. They're off to a 4-0 start. I mean, everything seems to be clicking for this franchise right now, and potentially looking to go 5-0, but you have a rambunctious group who may have found their footing a little bit in this football world. 2-2. Once again, coming off of a pretty impressive performance after just maybe the worst loss in NFL history. And there's been some bad ones. There's like 70-0, I'm pretty sure, in the past. So, I mean, it's a bit of a task, but, I mean, there's not really much you can do about it. There's no need to worry. Just get in there and try your best. And just like last week, we will get to kick first, so feeling pretty good about that. The wind it exists, of course, if you weren't aware. And Johnson's going to have a chance to return it right out of his own end zone, barely, and gets taken down short, 2 yards short. Let's actually see exactly how good this Patrick Mahomes guy has been playing. And I imagine, yep, as expected, absolutely lights out. I mean, that completion percentage is, I mean, what is that, 70%? I mean, numbers are hard. You know, you carry the 3 and then subtract the 2 and you add a couple of other things and, you know, you get somewhere. And, yeah, that's the number, I guess. 2 superstar linemen on top of it as Jordan Davis actually gets out early. And apparently Kareem Hunt is also a superstar plus dev guy, which isn't something you commonly see. This guy's, these running backs are kind of going off early in their careers here. Well, on their new teams, I suppose. 2nd and 10 from the 23-yard line. And Patrick Peterson was pretty good there, but not good enough, as that will be a first down from Patrick Mahomes to Diami Brown for the 35-yard line. Looking for a potential run. It is not dropping off, and Mahomes is going to go down. Mr. Drake Jackson going against a superstar. The man has slowly become a superstar, and I can't even say slowly. I should be saying fastly, quickly. That's the one. He's actually done really well so far. Of course, could be the underneath, and that is unfortunately our coverage. We can't get off the block, and Gesicki, the slow man, takes it down to the 37. A massive gain. And Mahomes, not a guy you traditionally want to blitz, but I don't think there's going to be anything traditional about this matchup, I'm going to be honest with you, as we do get a pretty nice play. I mean, yeah, we didn't get there with the blitz, but he only got a yard. That's a win. Of course, Calvin Ridley having a pretty good season so far. Another pretty good week just last week. As we're going to be looking at Nizraldine. Kind of gets blocked up, and not the greatest throw, but Calvin Ridley, a very talented wide receiver, comes up with it anyways. 3rd and inches here. 5 wide set on 3rd and inch. I mean, how do we even... I mean, this is a touchdown. We're going to help over on this side. We're kind of set up to stop the run, and not actually terrible by Nizraldine. Of course, 3rd and inches, you kind of feel like you kind of just have to dive at something, try to grab him, and we just missed. We've been close. You know, we've been closer than most games in the past. I can't even lie. But close doesn't mean a whole lot, and they will be down to the 1. Really good tackle by Woolen, but we are absolutely getting destroyed on these curl routes right now. And even though they really haven't shown much love or want to run, I'm still going to go with a run commit here on 1st and goal from the 1. And we shouldn't have, as that's a wide open Calvin Ridley. That's about as easy it's going to get. So we let the ball bounce, and that will give us our first start on offense ourselves, with Kellen Mond's numbers looking a bit better after 1 week here, as it was like 3 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. Now 7 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. Obviously a huge turnaround, and hopefully there's more to come. Obviously 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Obviously they're kind of messing with us a little bit because they're in the zone. And this is actually pretty good blocking. And maybe you have Chase Claypool, but on the run against, the grain there, I just don't like that look. I just don't want to force an interception early, and we get ourselves in a really bad spot. And they are ready. We're just going to run with Kellen Mond, and no slide, but a first down. Very interesting there. As we just took off, I'm surprised we didn't get an illegal man downfield. Really good discipline by the offensive line, to be honest. Gilmore, not that fast, but very talented. I don't know if I can trust Sky more to get open. And we actually could. And on the run, that is an insanely difficult throw to make. Got a little excited in the pocket, can't lie, but, you know, I just don't believe the line's going to block. And, I mean, honestly, they've kind of blocked quite well. I almost feel like Sky Moore didn't even believe the play artist. He just didn't run his route right away. He kind of got stuck on the line. As up the middle, Hawkins going to find a little bit of room. Gains about 6. Of course, looking at the full season, definitely not a good one. Definitely not a good one, but trying to improve week by week. Had an okay game if you consider the receiving stats last week. And the read option's actually going to work very, very well. Kellen Mond, don't fumble. You know, you're a bigger guy. You should be able to take a hit or two. You don't got to break a tackle every time, but if we can just get one, you know, we'll keep doing it. We'll keep trying it. And we're going to go underneath to Turner, who, once again, had a really good last week. He's overall been playing pretty well as a rookie, and obviously I was expecting maybe a little bit of an ask from me, but expecting him to actually have a breakout, but not yet, unfortunately. We're going to run it up the middle. Hawkins going to find some room and get the first down. This is absurd. This is what it's like to get blocks. That's insane. I don't know what that freaking sound was from either. Blocks! And maybe the referees are going to start paying attention to why we're getting so many openings. Hopefully these guys don't do their homework, because if they've watched previous games from us, they'd be looking really close at these holding calls. And of course, Nick Harris is in, which I'm not sure why. I thought we moved like everyone one spot to the left, no? As I thought we had that block. We're only going to gain 2, back to our usual. Yeah, I thought Paul was supposed to be the center. Oh, that's great. The play they actually said we have when we don't is actually what I wanted. Or I wish I could have. That's just too busy looking downfield, not looking for a read early, and we just got ourselves in massive trouble there. Let's hope the screen pass, despite potential wind, can get us back in field goal range. That would be very clutch after a huge sell. And he's going to cut it back in, cut it back out. Nice little moves to turn that into a 10-yard gain and maybe make it manageable. For 54-yarder, good job by Hawkins to most likely get us this field goal in. And did we just miss? And no timeout allowed, and we did. Oh, my God. That was a bit slower than I expected. And, of course, like, this is just broken. Like, this is just so broken. Good job. Speaking of broken off that block. Is that Caden Stearns? Good job. It's literally, like, the smallest sliver. You even get, like, a first down, and they give you this crap. And we're not going to get off the block. Screen pass is open. Throws it at the ground, though. First incompletion of the game, 3rd and 10. Chance to get off the field here. See Brian Burns maybe actually make a play. And we just pushed out. Mahomes on the run. Stearns gets him out of bounds. Whew, that was close. Great catch by Calvin Ridley. Okay throw by Mahomes, all things considered. And a really good job by Stearns. Couple of plays on that series to push him out of bounds before he could get the feet down, and you know, oof, a little bit of a hit there. All right, back to the ground. Perhaps I lied. No ground game for you. Block from Turner. A little in motion play action, and there goes a wide open Claypool. One hand snag. That was too smooth. Hawkins, a little quick out. I mean, they're not really covering it, right? And they lose a DT here. I think you have the double squig. No, we don't. That's a pretty good throw, and it's going to lead Cole Turner up the field. They call it a bad throw, but honestly, if it was where it was supposed to be, probably actually doesn't get completed at all, to be honest. And we're going to go with that slant, speaking of. Oh, that's miscommunication by Turner. Obviously, he had the option route. Made the wrong call, absolutely. He had the interior, and he just left it. Thought we could easily body that up, and I got a little excited, and their momentum bar is back to full. So we have this crap on our screen all day long. And there goes another running back running deep. And touchdown Kareem Hunt for 56 yards because we can't tackle a soul. Back-to-back games where we just start out really bad, and now it's gotten worse. Really nice. Late read to Tutu Atwell. Their momentum is fully activated now. And I think even if we scored a touchdown here, it probably wouldn't change anything. And there goes Cole Turner. First down. And then some to the 35. I thought it was bad before. It's worse. It's definitely worse. I remember the play at least. And that's going to be intercepted by a pass rusher. That's just a stupid read, dude. I don't know why I believe that Kellen Mond has, like, the greatest throw power ever. He just doesn't. He's really bad throw power. It takes him months to get a ball out. I mean, that's a short throw, and it's taking all day. This is already completely out of hand. Out of bounds, maybe. Nope. Huge hit. Gain 7. I mean, I don't even realize the whole first quarter is gone already. Like, it's just been so fast. We got to regather ourselves. You can lose the game if you want. You can lose. I mean, we don't want to, obviously, but, you know, it might be out of our reach. We might lose the game, but make it look better. Get back to the fundamentals. Play the way we know we can play. Play the way we need to win, rather than what the game is dictating right now, right? Just got to stop throwing picks. You did a pretty good job last week, and there's just nobody on him. There's nobody covering anyone. Cover Gesicki, the inside's open, which would have actually been a touchdown, whereas that was just close to a touchdown, not quite. And obviously run commit, even though we got scored on a touchdown last time. And we get absolutely barrel rolled. Good job by Togiai, but I mean, they're just going to get another chance at it. Pulled off something else there. And they just walk in anyway. So we don't run goal line, we have 0 chance. And even then, we may still not make it. But you don't run it, and I mean, yeah, it's just GG. All right, let's go heavy formation. Just run it right up the middle, see what we got. Run game was actually kind of working. Like I said, I mean, it's not terrible. It's just we threw 2 interceptions, maybe even 3. I can't remember. It has gone very quickly. I have pretty good memory. I think I know what the routes are. And that is a wide open Cole Turner. And, you know, once again, not super fast, but somehow it has enough speed to get down the field a bit. And, of course, they are out of the zone at least. And it's not my job to play defense, so if they want to leave that open, I'll take it. And they're going to leave Tutu wide open. No fumble, please. I knew the tight end route was going to drag him out enough. Of course, I don't think the momentum's going to be good enough to, you know, cause them to lose all of it. Going to go to the underneath, the running back. You know, teams have had a lot of trouble stopping Hawkins in the receiving game. Not so much in the run game, because obviously you need blocks to run the ball, but that's kind of beside the point. And there's nobody on anyone, and that ball is kind of bad, but Chase Claypool, even going for the rack-style catch instead of the possession, actually came up with it. And Hawkins going to have a chance to run it up the middle. It's looking good unless one of the linebackers shoots the gap, which they're obviously going to try. And he does. Hawkins can't reach it from the 1-yard line. Things are happening. And Tutu Atwell's going to run in. Touchdown. Philly special. So much going on. They covered all the routes. They just didn't cover the freaking running back. Well, quarterback in this case. Washington should be used to it. They play in the division with Philly. We can't get through there. It's a good fight. Oh, we just missed. Calvin Ridley's just running free, dude. We've got no change of direction at all. 2-minute warning. Shifting left, but I don't feel great about an inside zone. Oh, good tackle. We had to drop deep. I just thought the running back was going to peel out, which if he did, considering we pulled the purple off, he was going to just be wide open, but that didn't end up happening anyways. And I don't know what Patrick Peterson's doing there. He's just getting burned again. Damn it, Davis just got burned. And we try to get out there. Holds on to that, which is surprising. 4-yard gain. They're going to call a timeout. I mean, I don't know where I sit in this situation. I don't really feel great about, like, calling timeouts with 59 seconds. You know, I'd rather let them play it out, see what happens. And Peterson gets tapped. And that who is that? It said Peterson, I thought. Who the hell was that? Anderson? I think it was Tyson Anderson, actually. I mean, that's just terrible. Where is he running to? I mean, that's an easy mossing. I mean, I can't hate the attempt. I mean, look at that tap. That's beautiful. I mean, we're not forced to run verts, but I feel like if you don't score something before half, it's kind of a GG. And that is a fumble. Thank you, tackle. I'm not calling a timeout in this situation. I said what I said, but things obviously change a little bit when you fumble the ball, like, immediately. I love the tight end. And, of course, we get a huge, like, 16-yard play, probably timeout worthy, and we hold. So we were able to slip a screen behind them, but we only have one timeout. So, I mean, we'll take the Hail Mary shot, even though it's going to likely result in not a touchdown. You got to, though. You have no choice. Wow, what a try by Sky Moore, though. That man gave it his all. And he's a rookie in a 7-28 game. My Lord, I love him. Of course, looking at these numbers, they're not particularly favorable, but, I mean, they're not that terrible either. It's too many turnovers and no defense. I mean, throwing it short, throwing it medium for them, obviously. I mean, running the ball, I think we're past that point. I mean, we're obviously going to try to run the ball if we can, but overall, we're just, we're kind of past the point of that being our main focus, so we'll see what we can do. Got to really get out of this situation. Darden, with a nice return, could help us. And slips off, gets to the 32. Had a chance, actually. Like, I don't even know what this is. Like, I don't even know what the play is. How does this... Up the middle, okay block. Hawkins gets about 3. You literally can't audible to something. Like, you can audible a route, maybe, if you remember, but there's no chance you can audible out of a run. Like, you just don't know what it is. Like, it's just so bad. And they're going to leave the tight end. I mean, we may have had the receiver, but he came off the line late. Really wasn't winning his matchup. Kylan Hill, dude. We'll try it. Up the middle, Kylan Hill. And, I mean, he falls forward, gets it, but not a pretty one. All right. Let's see what we got. Quick 30 outside, Hawkins. I mean, that's insane acceleration. For Dantzler, who's not even that athletic in general, to have to read the defense, read the offense, see where we're going to potentially go with the ball, and for him to just jump that is ridiculous. Maybe had a nice find, good slide on top of it. Maybe had that come back to Chase Claypool, but once again, the whole switching of all these, like, I can't see anything half the time, really throwing me off, really throwing me off. Inside handoff, and Hawkins going to gain about 4. Going to get crumpled by his own line a little bit. Could be looking at a tight end on this. I actually don't mind that audible, well, the fake out, if you will. Once again, the big thing we need to keep doing, nice berry there, just keep hurrying up. Hurrying up, going as short as possible, finding whatever's open. It doesn't matter. If Moore can block, which I don't know if I feel great about, might actually have a chance at something decent here. And we're just going to go straight up the field, gain about 4. I mean, it's a slow burner drive, without a doubt, but you can turn it into a touchdown. It's not all for nothing. Read option. Kellen Mond showing off a little bit of speed, throws a guy down, gets 4. Of course, I would have loved to see that throw down lead to the first down, but it's still pretty good. I like it. I'm going to be looking for Cole to the end zone, but no, we will not see it. We will see Yeboah gaining about 6. We'll like whatever they're going to give us. If it's a run, we like the run. If they're going to give us the short pass, we like the short pass. Amazing play number 92, by the way. That's, I mean, ridiculous. I mean, that's just unbeatable if you're on our team. Or I mean, like, what do you do there? Like, it's just brutal. Could be looking for the tight end there. And that's a little PI. I'm also a little glad that 24 didn't just pick that off. He jumped it, but I thought we had the inside leverage there. Maybe did. I don't know. I didn't like that particularly much. Hawkins, the throw's not great, and he's going to be shorts. Obviously, you have to go for it. There's no choice. I don't know what to run here, dude. They actually look like they're kind of ready for it. Like, I don't even know who's who. We'll try it. Nice little bump. Little bump route. Obviously, Claypool kind of got that set up for him. Thought maybe Sky Moore could have won his route or his block, but, I mean, whoever gets there, gets there. Kylan Hill First and goal from the 4. Can he pound it in? And he's just so slow. Of course, you know, at the end of the day, our offensive line does suck. So what can you really say? Let's go with the inside handoff, and we get the blocks. There you go. Hawkins touchdown. That was the goal. I mean, the momentum is obviously on their side, but I'm a little surprised it didn't change a little bit more to our side. Yeah, at least a little more neutral. As Jordan Davis is so close. Get off the block, Burns. And there's just nobody on that, man. Calvin Ridley's crushing us. But more importantly, our offensive line, or our defensive line, is just playing like complete crap right now. Burns needs to be potentially traded. I ain't going cap. And as I say that, makes a pretty damn good move and takes him down for the sack. 8 yards lost. But with that same sentiment, he's really just been not good. So, I mean, unless he puts up like a 10-sack performance here, he's still behind as Drake Jackson makes a really good play, but we give inside leverage. Outside leverage is what I meant, but oh my lord, what can you do? What can you honestly do? Cover 4, and it just no chance. I'm going to run the blitz, even though they just have no reason to run, and they haven't wanted to run. And Tariq Woolen picks it. He's got speed. There's no chance they catch him. Zero chance. Try all you want, Kareem. There's no chance. And the youngster, the 6'4 monster, gets a pick 6 to put the momentum on our side. I mean, it didn't look like we were particularly getting there. I suppose Nizraldeen was about to get there. And he, you know, obviously he's #1 guy. Probably should have had the tight end who was open for 5 yards. #1 guy, Calvin Ridley, but unfortunately for him, Tariq Woolen was right there. And, I mean, Tariq Woolen just makes Calvin Ridley look like a small person. Like, that's just ridiculous. Mentality matters. It absolutely matters. We decided to play our own game and slow it down a little bit, and here we are. Quick throw to the outside. Oh, my God, that was some good change of direction. How do we not get a hit stick there? Obviously, Rondale Moore is a small, little shifty guy. He's hard to get, but really? Of course, kind of a fresh set of downs. Might as well just get up there and try to make a play. Now the momentum's back on our side, which makes literally no sense. Good tackle by Stearns. How does the momentum go to their side, and then they get the first down, and then it goes to our side? I don't know what's happening. Things are just going wild. Anderson missed, and because of that, Kareem Hunt's still going. 3rd and 3, maybe 3rd and 4, turned into a 15-yard first down. No. What can you do in that situation? I mean, you just got to tackle him. And Jordan Davis is not going to catch him, but that's okay. No, it's not. Slid really early there. Kind of expected Melifonwu to make a play there. We were kind of like caught in two minds. Is he going the edge? Is he going to throw it? And what's going to happen there? And Jordan Davis with the chase down. Good try, dude. And the whole pile is gone. Of course, Woolen with a really good shoestring. The whole team just fell down. I mean, we've got linebackers in. I know we're a little undersized for a team in general, but we've got linebackers in, man. I mean, that's just wide. Can't get to him in time. Huge hit by Tyndall, but that's to the 12, and it's already the 4th. This has been a very fast game. Melifonwu. Somebody make a play for us. And he trucks right over us. Good job, Brian Burns. The field goal doesn't save us, but it makes things interesting. And Drake Jackson's a pretty good athlete. We're going to give him a chance to drop back and make a play. We just kind of sit down late there. And that's a really good tackle by Tyson Anderson on Rondale Moore, who's broken some tackles himself. 3rd and 6 from the 8. And I mean, mid's been a little iffy all game, but you know what? We got to make a play. And we're going to get him. Brian Burns, sack number 2. You know, Mahomes has been a little iffy. He threw a pick on one earlier. He did complete a pass on one. There he got sacked. It was our 3rd time running it. We've tried to mix it up as much as possible with man and zone blitzes, mainly zone. So hitting those man blitzes in the clutch time is throwing them off a little bit, you know. It's still anyone's game. 7 minutes left, down 10. Absolutely have to score, though. Wow, that was like in the corner. Who is this kicker? Who actually is this guy? Of course, momentum's still kind of on our side because that field goal didn't really put it away. Looking for Tutu Atwell. We'll be waiting too long, and we're going to throw this away. That's all right. That's all right. Double drag look potentially as Hawkins has drawn out the Turner play. And we're going to actually go with Atwell, and Mon misses. No. That's a first down. Once again, in this situation, we have stopped them to that field goal. But I just don't think you can trust the defense. This could be a quick look to Sky Moore. And it's going to be Dot. Holds on. I mean, that throw has been there a little bit this season. But obviously, it's not an easy throw. This Turner is going to get one because of Sky Moore. Sky Moore was breaking deep down the field, and business decision. Kind of the wrong one in that case, but obviously you can't just assume your pass rush is going to get there, right? As Cole Turner's on his way to another 100-yard game, it seems. And the running back gets open because of the bump. Decent block. Touchdown Hawkins. Sky Moore does it again. And Tutu Atwell's injured again. Beautiful block on Gilmore. I know he's a little bit on the older side, not super athletic these days, but I mean, that's still a really good block. Gets just enough for him, and Hawkins is in. Pass game's really starting to come together a little bit here. Davis gets locked up. That's really good coverage by Tariq, who once again has held his own for the most part against some of the league's best. Obviously, Calvin Ridley's had some good catches this game, but overall limited, and more importantly, not just, universally covered by Woolen. As Davis is going to not bring him down, but he gets the assist with Drake Jackson. And I think with this, we're going to bring Wade down to make it look like a blitz. Make Mahomes think a little bit harder. I'm thinking a little bit harder. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he realized he was going to have that play. Hello? And now Brian Burns is hurt as he's finally starting to wake up for us. They're only up 3, but they're going to punt it. I mean, their defense hasn't done a great job as of late, but 4th and 3 from your own 32 guarantees points if you don't get it. I understand. They've been real shaky in this fourth quarter as Darden he's going the wrong way massively. That's a huge loss. Back to the 13. Yeah, not the greatest play call. Or, well, decision, really. It's not a play call. It's a freaking punt return. And we're going to take a sack here. Is really eyed up Claypool, and it was just really weirdly ran. Bruce Sternum Burns is out for the game. I mean, 2nd and 19, can you really just, I don't know. You can't really run it there. There goes Sky Moore. Dot! Sky Moore has come up huge this game. 16-yard play, 3rd down and 3. Got Tutu Atwell out there. They look like they're bringing a mid themselves here. And there goes Kellen Mond. Slides to the 33. 6 for 60. The relentlessness, the grit. Game's still anyone's. Underneath, Sky Moore doesn't get the same chance at a fumble. That was scary. Doesn't get the same block from Hawkins as Hawkins got from him, but still, gain of about 7. And speaking of Sky Moore, this is kind of the play that we can look to set up big. And there he goes, burning Gilmore down to the 38. 2-minute warning is about to hit probably. I don't really care to run a play too badly. Yeah, I'm not going to. I was going to run. I was going to hurry. I was like, whatever. Field goal ties it up. But I almost worry that because I thought of that we're already in losing mentality, aren't we? 38-yard line screen pass. And that is just... Hawkins just fumbled the game away. I will say, I don't necessarily blame him, as you just don't expect to get hit here. I mean, this should be a pancake. Fellas, this is like a 10-8, what is it? A 110 split in bowling, and they hit it somehow. What is this? I mean, really? Okay. We talked about it pre-game. Abram, not a great coverage guy, particularly. Not even a great player, but fast with hip power. He's a playmaker. And good job by them to chop us, but also good by us to recover with some of our other players. Just keep filling the lanes. Tariq Woolen being trusted in that one-on-one with Ridley is rough. And they kind of string us out a little bit. They only gained 2, surprisingly. Actually, that might have been 4. Like, do you really have... I guess you run mid. I don't necessarily believe in this for a run defense, but I honestly believe they're going to throw this. And they will. And it's pretty good coverage. And sacked on the play. Unbelievable. There's another chance after the fumble. Mid has come up clutch for us in this one. It's not been flawless, but the coverage was good enough there for us to hit it, and that ball is staying in the end zone. I mean, if he pins us inside the 5, I mean, it's a GG. And I want to just drag out the play so Tutu has a better chance at it. And we're going to get a holding call on top of it. Let's go with Verts, try to at least start this drive with something, maybe. We're in some trouble. I'm going to have to throw this away. Thankfully, it's not grounding. Otherwise, the game would have been over. Really don't like the route running of Claypool, to be honest. The tight end. Good catch. I mean, we would have loved to drag that out of bounds, but crap. We didn't run the right play. Hawkins, just get out of bounds. Really wanted the spike, but we kind of got our communication mixed up. Of course, we did miss that field goal earlier on in the game. I didn't even think about that. We didn't miss that field goal. We're in a bit of a different game here. Maybe not as much of a hurry. And that's a perfect play. It's kind of underthrown. Claypool's going to get out, though, to the 49. 52 seconds, no timeouts. Anything's open. I'm going to pay attention to the comeback route, but Turner is probably my main look here. Oh, my God. Gilmore just baited me. That's a GG. Gilmore just... I looked away, and Gilmore just baited the hell out of me. I thought 2-2... Oh, no. I should have known, too, by looking at the other side that he was going to play shallow. Look at that bait, dude. That's insane. I mean, in this situation, I can't be blamed in this. Under pressure, I don't think we hit the running back anyways, but I thought he's covering the running back, right? Like, the running back is almost a touchdown on this play if he doesn't cover it, and he made the instinctive X-Factor Hall of Fame type play and just sealed the deal. Oh, I believed in the comeback. It was real and we choked. I mean, that's just tough. I got baited. I thought Hawkins, who's had himself a really big night receiving, was clearly going to be covered by Gilmore here, and he just wasn't. I should have known because you look at the other side, that it was being covered shallow on the interior, and they wouldn't have the other side not matching most likely. And that's just, that's just unfortunate. I tried to adjust last second when I saw it, and it was just too late. Damn, we could have been the first team to take out Washington. Would have been their first loss. Obviously, we're still proud of the comeback we made, but such an opportunity blown. Absolute choke. There's nothing else to say. I mean, once again, it's like a choke, but you're a toddler and everything around you is a shiny object that can easily get lodged. You know what I mean? The blocking, the route running, the accuracy. There's a lot of things that can go wrong, and they did for the most part in this game. But still, we had control right at the end of the game. I mean, we finished the way we wanted to finish up until that moment right there. I mean, obviously it doesn't help we missed that field goal earlier. Obviously, it was a long field goal, but you don't really want to miss it by that much on the accuracy. And Washington gets away. We let him escape. We let him off the hook. Look at the numbers. Oh, my. I know we threw more interceptions, which obviously was the end goal. That was, well, not the end goal. That was the end result. That's what got us the loss in the end, obviously. But, man, we had them. We had them, and we let them off the hook. Kellen Mond wasn't actually that bad. Just those interceptions, the bad decisions and whatnot. Rushing, Hawkins wasn't great. Mond was pretty good. Tutu Atwell was decent. Obviously, that fumble from Hawkins didn't help. Kellen Mond fumbled? I don't even remember that, to be honest. But Hawkins, like I said, 9 for 80, and you have Atwell, who was 3 for 15. You got the curl from Hawkins, who's going to get wide open for a potential touchdown. Risk versus reward, business decision. There's no reason for me to expect Hawkins is going to be left there. And Gilmore just made the play. He just made the elite play. He was kind of beat a lot of the times in the game, but he also made a couple of insane plays, and that was one of them, obviously. We're not going to get over this one, are we? Brian Burns with 2 sacks, but got injured. Should be back next week. Drake Jackson, 1.5. Jordan Davis was actually pretty successful today. Interceptions, one with the pick 6, which sparked the entire thing. Gilmore with a pick and that massive forced fumble. Obviously the game sealer from Gilmore. And then that ugly read to Terrell Davis, of course. Bad decision by the tight end Cole Turner, but still at the end of the day, it was a tight window regardless, even though he absolutely should not have ran out into the coverage. That was so stupid, but still wasn't a great play from us anyways. Kenny Eboa. Yeah, not great, but it's 2-3, back to under 500. What's new as we play Dallas next week, who could be 4-1. If not, even then, 3-2 is still better than us. And that was a brutal one to drop. But of course, the way it started, 28-7. For us to come back and put up 28 points total and only lose by 3 is pretty miraculous. That's got to count for something, but unfortunately it won't count for a win. Regardless, if you enjoyed this one, which you probably should have, this was probably the best game of the season so far. It's hard to tell. Last game was pretty awesome because we won that in the sense of a little bit of a comeback, but that was really tough, you know, considering the talent level both sides. But yeah, maybe leave a like, maybe subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, Pierre Plays for Non-Madden. And that's about it. Definitely check out Week 6 coming within the next few days, I'd imagine. So, yeah, lots more Nighthawks football, lots more to improve on, lots more to go to become a playoff team, but still, one hell of a fight, and that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!